Now we're good. All right. This is our demo for our website, Ask UGA. So first of all, we need to show our initial collections. So I'm logged um, into our MongoDB, and we can see all three of our collections. Items is what comes with the MongoDB we were just testing. This is not important. So here we have our posts collection. We have a lot um, in the database already. You can see the ID, object ID, the title, content, the author ID, so who posted it, and the created at and updated at dates. And then here we have the replies collection. This references the posts collection. And as you can see, all of them have unique object IDs and they connect back to the post that they originated from. And then users, this is our user database. I'll scroll through this one a little more slowly so that way you know that the account we're about to make is a real one and not previously added. So Dogeman, Juan, Danielle, Junior, Cole, Max, DDD, Cole, CC. All right. All right. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to log in with invalid credentials. So I'm just going to type in random things in here. So at uga.edu, whatever, password, blah, 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 right? Log in. And there we go, login failed. Please check your credentials. Now we're going to take a look at the view for the unauthenticated user. So for our application, um, the landing page for unauthenticated users is the login page. Users do not have access to any page besides the login or sign up page when they are unauthenticated. So for example, if we go to home, it just displays please log in to view home. So home is not available. And home leads to just about every other web page, important web page that we have in the app. So that's our unauthenticated view. So now we go back to login. So now we need to um, sign up and log in. Yeah. So we're gonna hit the sign up button down here in the bottom left, and we are going to fill out our form. So let's just make Billy Bob. His last name is gonna be Rockstar, and his email is gonna be BTW BTR 33393 at uga.edu. And uga.edu is a requirement. If we do not have uga.edu, it will not let us register. Now, for the username, let's do Billy123. And our password will be password for demonstration purposes. I'm going to copy this so I don't forget it. So now we're going to sign up. And we are redirected to the login page where I'm going to put in my email that we just made and password. And now we are loading, and now we are into the home screen. So, all right, now next we have signed up and logged in. Now we need to view the navigation option switches to log out. So that is located over here by the profile icon where it's just this settings wheel, and we can log out there. And we can demonstrate it. Boom, logged out. So now we are no longer signed in. So let's just re-sign in here. All right, so that demonstrates that. Now we have to show the edit, and delete functions. So adding a post. So obviously we hit this new post button down here. We get a nice form to submit. We can type in our title. So this is our demo video description. This is the description for our demo video. Post. The page will refresh, and here is our post right here on the website. So now we'll demonstrate the edit and delete. So users obviously cannot delete other people's posts, but what they can do is go to their profile page where their initials are displayed, their contact info, and they can go to their posts. Their posts are listed here, and you can hover over the icon and you can either edit or delete. Edit is going to change your post to look like this, where you can edit the title, and you can also edit the content. And then you hit save. And now this is properly edited. So you can go back to home, and here it is, right on the home screen, edited. Now we can show you the delete. So let's just delete this post. And it's going to prompt you saying that to really make sure you want to delete it. So you hit OK. It's gone, back to home, and it has disappeared. Another function I can just show off while we're here is the search. So we have fully integrated search into the database. So I can search hey guys, and all of the posts with hey guys is popping up. It searches title and content, not just the title. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is show the list of users with the new user added. Okay, perfect. So we can go into our user database here and go to users, and it should be right here, Billy Bob Rockstar. That's the guy. So there he is, added successfully to our user database. And this is also where we can show you that the passwords are hashed. So our password was password, I believe. So it is hashed here, obviously not saying password. Okay. So the next thing we need to show is our CRUD operations, which we have already demoed. Oh, okay. I see. So the previous requirement was for us to show that the now authenticated user has access to these things. So I have showed the CRUD operations already. Since the unauthenticated user cannot access this page right here, they do not have the option to edit or delete. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is show the client-side routes. So we can do that. So for example, we can go to login. In the URL, we can go to sign up. We can go to forgot password. That's fully functional. We can go, I think I'm still signed in, so home screen will work. I have not signed out. Yes. We can go to
user page.
But user page pulls session info, so this will pull just whoever's logged in. Okay. So those are some client-side routes. Now we can show them in the code. So sure. So here we have our IDE. Here we go. So here is our structure. Here we have our API. This is the server route. Client-side routes are here. So we have a home screen, posts, reply, and these are just importing the components and just returning them to the screen. So they correlate directly to these folder names and not the component names. That's how you know that they are properly working with the routes. So for example, yeah, forgot. However, forgot is not named that in the component list. It's forgot password. So that is a proper working route. Okay, so the next thing that we need to demonstrate is the components, how they're defined. So we can go in and just take a look at one of our components here. Let's look at the home
We do
screen.
sign up.
Or sign up, or the home screen. Sure, sign up. So here we have our sign up component. And what do we have to
Handler
show?
as well.
Okay.
We just show them the component.
Okay, how it's defined. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're just exporting default function. This is our sign up component. And then we have here our handle submit. And we have some other handlers as well, like handle input change. This is what checks if the user has a UGA email or not. And then so handle submit, this is our main handler. So what we're doing here is that we are fetching with our API route with specifying that it's post, getting our body with JSON format, and then we are storing this into a data variable. And then we're using our use state for set account that we defined up here to set the account info. And then once that is set up and it's saved into the database, which it should at this point, we push to the login page. So then that's defined down here, handle submit. So once we hit that submit button, it is good to go. And we are sent to the login page. All right, so the next thing we have to do is show the models defined in the models folder, sure. So here we have our models folder with post, reply, and user. So post, I'd say, is the most relevant one. So this is our post schema. And as you can see, we have an author ID with a reference to user that then pulls from the user to get their object ID. So that way we can link posts to a user that posted them. I also have a timestamp here to keep track of dates. And this is pretty standard. This is exactly how we did it in class. And we can show you the other ones as well. Same thing. Replies, they are referencing posts, and user obviously isn't referencing the other two. And this is how this one is defined and exported. All right. And then now we have to show the handling of promises returned from the database operations that implement the CRUD operations. So I guess, what would you think would be the best way to show this one? I guess we can go to one of these. Sure, yeah. So this is our user posts component in this right-hand side here. I completely forgot my screen was split, by the way. And here is a async function which returns a promise. And we do a very similar story here. We're fetching with the API using the ID as the parameter. And then we're using patch because this is an edit function. And then we are loading them. into the database. Yeah. And then that is defined down here with the, where is our submit buttons? Yeah. Handling purposes from the database operations that implement the CRUD operations. Yeah. Okay. Now we need to show the routes created to implement the CRUD operations. So up here in our files, you can see the formatting of the files. So we have, it goes through API and then into the users folder, which then has ID to find users by their ID. Get user posts. This pulls up the posts from a specific user. The posts folder, and reset password to store password and token information. So now, for example, we can go up in here. Mind you, you need the environment file for this to work, so users do not have access to this. But for example, to show the routes, we can do /API/users, and it will pull up all the users from the database. And then we can do /posts as well, and this will show all the posts in the database. And then, for example, we can even pull up the replies to a post. I'm pretty sure this one will work. Yes. So this, using this, the object ID, we can pull up the route to the post and its replies that is attached. It fetches both. There are no replies to this post in particular, as you can see by the empty array here, but it pulls up the post and all of its information. Okay, so now we'll just go back to the home screen. All right. And now the last thing we need to do is show how we use the middleware to restrict the routes to unauthenticated users. So this was done pretty simply. Since our home screen is so important to accessing just about every user operation, we blocked the home screen out, which we can show here using the session info. So what we do is we make sure that the session info is there, and if it is not, then we simply do not return the component. So that's done down here after we're ready to actually return, and we use if status is equal to unauthenticated, we just return login to view home, and if it is authenticated, then we return our whole entire component. And that is done up here, obviously, with our use session and with our authentication. And our authentication routes are all in here. Not here, sorry. All in here. So this is our process to determine the authentication of a user and get their token. And if user is not authorized, then they will not be able to get through to the home screen. So for bonus features, I'd say we can definitely show off the log out, or not the log out, sorry, the forgot password. So I guess I should use, which email should I use here? Let's actually just look at our users real quick. look at our users here. Let's use email I actually personally have access to. All right, let's use my school email, because why not? So here we can go to my school email, paste it in here, send the reset link. User does not exist. Oh, that is because that is not a real email. Let's try, that was a bogus account that I made. Not, okay, here. I'll use this account. All right, and then a password reset link has been set to your email. Okay, I can go to gmail.com. And here we go, here it is. This is this account. And now we have this link right here. You see I can tested this on this account already. Take the password, and then now we can set the new password. So our old password was password, so let's make this password 123. Password 123. Password reset. Now it's been successfully updated. We should have added a route to take us back to home, but that's okay. Or not home, sorry, the login page, but that's okay. We could have just hit the back button perhaps. And now we can go back. And the password was password 123. And now we can log in. Other cool features, we have not shown the reply page yet. So here we can go to the replies and view all the comments under each post. And of course, you can reply to these posts here and add them. So I love this copy pasta, and hit reply. It's going to refresh the page. And here it is down here all the way at the bottom. And now we can also hit this bulldog up here in the left hand corner to go back to the home page. I think that's everything.